What's going on, everybody? Matt Bruning here with another recruitment video, and today we're going to be talking about a four-star running back in Jerrick Gibson, who is now committed to Texas. They land another top running back in this class. What does this mean for the Texas Longhorns and their loaded running back field? All right, before we jump into his stats and what he can do on the field, we're going to talk about Jerrick Gibson, the player. He's listed at 5'9", 215, and as I always love to do, go through and talk about what the services have him listed at. So On3 has him as RB2 and a 4-star. 24/7 Sports has him as RB2 and a 4-star. ESPN, RB1 and a 4-star, and Rivals RB5 and a 4-star. He is listed as a 4-star in the composite, and just honestly, he's a very good running back. Now, he has moved and gone to play at IMG Academy, which has done a great job at producing running backs, wide receivers, everybody. They are the preeminent spot for players. They go to IMG Academy to become the best of the best. And as you can see here, dude's had a phenomenal couple seasons. I mean, so I should say this. With IMG Academy, you are never just the guy, quote-unquote the guy. So 1,200 rushing yards in 2 seasons doesn't seem like a lot. 12 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown, 79 receiving yards. We have him at 20.9 miles per hour in our miles per hour index and a .478 athleticism score, which our recruiting team does up. They do a great job with this stuff, which I'm not going to dive into some of it's agility, burst, speed, and power, all that stuff mixed together gives us our athleticism score. With Jerrick Gibson, so last year he did rush for 608 yards at IMG Academy. The rest of that stuff came when he was a sophomore, where he played in Georgia for Mundy's Mill. That is where he played beforehand, ends up transferring now to IMG, and he's going to, I think, be an incredible player. And he is a really good running back. And we're going to dive in now and look at just kind of the things that he does well. I think that he, honestly, it's hard to say the best running back. He is listed as RB2 in most of the services. I mean, you see right there, great burst, great takedown of that defender. Holy crap. He's able to get to the outside and ends up scoring a touchdown. 5'9", 215, that's pretty good BMI from everything I've been told. He's got a 4.57 40-yard dash, a 4.3 vertical, and a 10-foot broad jump. So he is incredible when it comes to the burst, and as you can see here on the film. He does move, I think, fairly fast, and I think he's going to end up being one of the top speed-wise running backs in this class. Really good burst as you're walking through here. Really, when he gets that line of scrimmage, I think he does a really good job of bursting through, which I think also plays to his vision and his decisiveness. He knows exactly where he's going once he gets up to the line of scrimmage, and once he makes that decision, he bursts through, and he is gone. Like, look at that. He's gone. He's taken that to the house. And he's going to be doing that at IMG, again, one of the best high schools in all of the country, and going to likely have a lot of success. I mean, IMG plays one of the toughest schedules all around. They play a lot of the top teams. Now, what I do think about him is I do think he's a little bit of a slasher running back. I don't know that there's that much power there, though we did see him take that guy out on the first clip. And he does tend to get outside a lot on some of these runs. You'd like to see him run up the middle a little bit more. Doesn't mean that he is asked to do it. I mean, we're seeing some of these plays on here where he was asked to run up the middle, but a lot of times you're seeing just with that play right there, he's going to the outside. Now, that does not mean it's a bad thing. We saw that exact same thing with one Nicholas Singleton who went to Penn State. A lot of what the high school level asked him to do was get to the outside, and he was phenomenal at Penn State. So it's not at all saying that he is going to be that. But will he be able to run up the middle and adjust to being like that workhorse back, the up-the-middle guy for Texas? That is something we need to watch. It also, you have to wonder a little bit about the receiving upside. We know as a fantasy football thing, you want to see your running backs catch the ball. You won't see a lot of that on his film, and he doesn't have a lot of that in his stats either. Now, granted, we are kind of have to go based on what Max Preps tells us, and their stats aren't always correct, but as I showed you earlier, just 79 receiving yards, 1 receiving touchdown, and he only had 1 catch last year at IMG. That's not great. You'd like to see more of that, but again, doesn't mean that he can't do it. Camp settings and everything next year as a senior, and the All-Star games will be huge in seeing that. But he has, again, tested extremely well. I actually got a 4.5 laser time and a 40-yard dash here recently with a 41-inch vertical jump. he's an incredible athlete, and I think all that stuff speaks to his burst. But what does this mean for him going to Texas? Because they landed a incredible prospect last year in Cedric Baxter Jr. We know they have Jonathan Brooks there, Jadon Blue. They converted once wide receiver Savion Red to running back as well. He was getting some hype out of camp. And they've also brought in another running back in this class in Christian Clark, who is 6 foot 190. So, I mean, he is an incredible player, and we're just going to run that back again if you guys want to continue watching what it is he's able to do. This is a loaded running back room, and we like that, right? Steve Sarkisian, great coach, has going all the way back to his time at Washington, USC, Alabama offensive coordinator, and now here at Texas has a 1,000-yard rushing back, and this is going to be the year to test that because it's a loaded backfield. I personally think it's likely going to be some kind of mix between once 5-star for 24/7 Sports Cedric Baxter Jr., true freshman, and Jadon Blue, who is a 4-star who I think, and I know us here at Campus you can't think is a really good player, but Jonathan Brooks is in there. Savion Red. I don't know that Jerrick Gibson is going to be the guy who can carry this backfield, but I don't think he needs to either. They have such a great group here. I mean, they also brought in Trey Wisner last year. This group has a chance to really surprise. I think Jerrick Gibson is just another great piece to the puzzle for this Steve Sarkisian running back room. Him paired with Christian Clark, who is a little bit bigger and a little bit more of a, tough runner up the middle guy than Jerrick Gibson is. Gibson could be an absolute killer for the lightning side of things for the Texas running back room. It's going to be fun to see what he does. 2024 commit. They land another top guy. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like Jerrick Gibson more than Christian Clark? Do you think he can come in and take Jadon Blue's spot next year as a true freshman and compete with Cedric Baxter? It's going to be fun to watch regardless as they move to the SEC. Jerrick Gibson, a ton of speed, a ton of fun to watch. It's going to be great in that Texas room. Let us know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of these videos. And comment down below what you think. And we will talk to you guys again soon.